Hello once again. This is the Vocal Society, another segment thereof. I am the questionnaire. This segment, as always, is brought to you out of frustration. Do a little quote right here. Men build too many walls and not enough bridges. Sir Isaac Newton, long time back when ago. This rant and questions was done back in August, at the end of it, August 29th. The title of it is Thomas Paine. I wonder, who amongst the protesters, looters, and rioters in Ferguson would be able to tell you who he is? I would guess that none of them would be able to tell you who Thomas Paine is. Though it is time for all of America, black and white, yellow and red, purple and green, to realize some common sense. We are not a nation of different cultures. This American, that American. We are Americans. The first group of peoples to start the realization that the people are capable of governing themselves. Yes, there were a lot of mistakes along the way. After each one, we became a stronger nation. I believe there are a lot of mistakes currently made in the America I grew up in and love. The best aspect of this newfangled social media thing is that there is no longer a silent majority. Yes, we are invisible for the most part because very few people want to stick their necks out to publicly challenge, well, to challenge most anything. I will use this as an example. The ex-basketball player, Rodney somebody, went to North Korea, and sang happy birthday to a dictator. Oh yeah, he was drunk. Hey Rodney, are you that washed up that you need to get drunk in public and sing happy birthday to a dictator to get some attention? You should have had your passport revoked while you were there. See how reality is. The shame is that our president did not condemn you. That would be the president that not only bowed to someone, but could not spell respect. Would that be because he had never had any? During this debacle, I did not see Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, or any black leader come out and condemn him. Why not? Back to common sense. Publicly challenging, well, most anything. That is what I am going to do in this first public diatribe. Remember, I did it back in August. Oh, gotta find out where I was. Here we go. My hopes are that this goes viral. For some reason, I believe these following questions need to be asked and answered. I am 63. I remember a saying from my youth, black pride. Is there no more pride in being black? Where is the pride of being black in the act of walking around in public with one's underwear showing and holding one's genitals? Is that really black pride? Is 3 black men knocking down a white lady and stealing her purse indicative of black pride? In using the term African American, a show of the lack of pride in being black, we are all simply Americans. This whole video is a response to all the BS going on in Missouri. I feel for any unnatural death. I do not feel super bad when there is criminality that results in a death. This vid is not about a particular death, nor any one single incident. It is about a schism running through the heart of my country. If I do not speak out with my conscience, I am no better than a man who grovels at the feet of a monarch. It is my right as a citizen of this great country we call America to use the power of free speech. As I said earlier, I am 63 years old. All this newfangled social media thing is new to me, but I love it. We are no longer the silent majority. We have become a vocal society. I can have as much sway as any senator or governor simply by gathering a consensus of the people. So that is why I am here doing this. I am one of the most common people in the world. I have made mistakes. I have grown better because of them, just as history has always done. Just as I hope that America does. We have finally reached a boiling point this time. There can be no turning back now. The race thing will be settled. It will be settled more by people who ask questions than by people who give false answers. Boy, do I have a lot of questions. That's what this whole vocal society thing is about. My questions are those that I would like answered now, out in public, for all the world to hear. They will not be complicated questions. I am not a complicated man. My questions will be simple, direct, and literal. I expect at least a direct answer. Along the way, I will explain a few of my questions by observations that led to the question. I'm going to pick on a good old Al right now. Al Sharpton, do you really believe there was nothing wrong with Michael Jackson? Al Sharpton, do you really believe that the FBI lies? Al Sharpton, do you really believe that being a snitch is a bad thing? Al Sharpton, do you really believe that a black person can do no wrong? Al Sharpton, are you aware that you have to do to quell this rioting and looting in Ferguson is to get out in public and tell all the people to go home? Let the judicial system we have in America do what it does. Al Sharpton, are you capable of telling the world that just as there is white trash, there is also black trash? Al Sharpton, it is your call. Do you revere the truth or the limelight? A reverend reveres the truth because it will set him free. Look around you, Al. Whites and blacks in the middle class and above have no racial problems. A lack of understanding? Yes. The racial problems seem to be only about the actions of the lower class, both black and white. And finally, Al, are you strong enough to stand up and tell your quote-unquote flock that some of them are just plain wrong? If so, please do such and stop all of this. I will end before it gets too long and monotonous, which it probably already has. But hey, look forward to more. I am frustrated. All of this is brought to you by the out of it. Thank you for all the time it took to watch this. Thank all of y'all who will take the time to read this. As always, I am the questioneer. Thank you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.